Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Junior Doctors, where concept made crystal clear. Hope you have watched video 1, that is respiratory system part 1, and this is video 2, that is respiratory part 2. So in today's video we are going to focus on tracheobronchial tree. So without wasting time, let's focus on diagram and study this tracheobronchial tree. As you can see, the first structure comes in tracheobronchial tree is trachea itself. Let's give it the generation 0. Then it is divided into two parts, that is they are known as principal bronchus. Let's give it name generation 1. The dividing point here is known as carina. Then it will divide into various lobes. That's why it is known as lobar bronchus. Let's give it name as generation 2. It seems similar to the generations like we have in our family, right? So let's focus further. Then it will divide into various segments and known as segmental bronchi. Let's give it name as generation 3. Again, it goes on dividing and it terminates as terminal bronchiole. This is the generation number 16. Then it further divides, and here the time comes where the respiratory gaseous exchange takes place. That's why these bronchioles are known as respiratory bronchioles. These covers from generation number 17 to generation number 22. And as we all know, the final destination for the gaseous exchange is alveoli itself. So this alveoli is the generation number 23. So according to the generations and its functions, it is divided into two portions. Portion number 1, up till the terminal bronchiole, it is known as conducting zone. Now why it is known as conducting zone? The reason is, from trachea up till the terminal bronchiole, there is no exchange of gases. Just air comes in and moves out. From generation number 17 till generation number 23, these generations are known as respiratory zone. Why it is known as respiratory zone? The main reason is here the gaseous exchange takes place. So broadly speaking, the whole tracheobronchial tree is divided into two segments, that is conducting zone and second one is the respiratory zones. Here the respiratory zone ends with the alveoli. So now let's focus these tracheal rings in detail. These tracheal rings are cartilaginous in nature. These rings are present from trachea to some of the bronchi. Initially, these cartilaginous rings have two types of epithelium cells. Number 1 is columnar ciliated epithelial cells. Columnar ciliated epithelial cells. And another one, which is shown in blue color, is goblet cells. Now let's see the function of these two cells. Ciliated columnar epithelial cells removes the foreign particle from the respiratory system, whereas goblet cells secrete mucus, which is sticky in nature, and it will take this microorganism and stick it in the nose. Then these rings becomes less in number towards the conducting zone, and towards the end of this conducting zone there are three types of cells present in these rings. Number one is ciliated columnar epithelial cells. The function is same. Number two is goblet cells, though function is same. And number three, these are the new types of cells which are present towards the end of conducting zone, and they are known as club cells. Now what is the function of these club cells? They will secrete glycosaminoglycans which will protect the whole epithelial layer. Let me focus something more in detail in this. In this layer, there are two types of nerve fibers going on. One is sympathetic in nature, which are attached to adrenergic receptors, specifically beta 2 adrenergic receptors. This will increase the diameter. Another type of nerve fibers which are present are parasympathetic. They are cholinergic in nature, and it will decrease the diameter. Now let's move towards the end of this video, and it consists of alveoli. We know that these are the only cells where the gaseous exchange takes place. This is the final destination for O2-CO2 exchange and transport. These alveoli are 500 millions in number. They consist of two types of cells, which are known as pneumocytes. These black color pneumocytes are pneumocytes type 1 cell. These red color cells are pneumocyte type 2 cells. Now what is their function? Type 1 will take part in gaseous exchange, and type 2 will secrete surfactant. We will see this surfactant, its function, its formation and its degradation in our upcoming video. So this whole video covers our tracheobronchial tree, their specific cells and their function. So in this video we studied about functional anatomy of tracheobronchial tree. Hope you got this concept very well and will enjoy learning. Thank you, and let's have a look towards the next video in next week.